Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with T.R.'s Tarot Talk 1111. This is a different thing I'm doing because of all this full moon energy and the fact that during my readings I've been telling everybody, look, I just messed my hair up, telling everybody that some of the feminines have somehow worked a plan B, a soulmate, into their contract. I think anybody can have a soulmate instead of their twin flame anytime they want to, because it's free will. So I thought I'd do this reading for you today in case you happen to be one of the feminines that have more than one option. I'm only doing two guys. If you got more than two guys hanging out, that's on you. Pick the two favorites. But I'm doing twin versus soulmate. So if you decide that your twin, or actually it's not even a decision, it's more or less your twin's still working. Your twin is still working. Could take a day, could take another lifetime, who knows. However, when you clear space, which is what we did during that moon, you purge and clear something away, it leaves a void where the universe is going to fill it. It's going to fill it for you. So if you went through a divorce or purged or did something that created space for a relationship, and you've got more than just your divine counterpart, your twin, versus a soulmate. I hope that makes sense. Anyhow, let's look at what it would look like with either or. So if you pick your twin, this is the energy. If you pick a soulmate, this would be the shared energy. Might help you decide. Okay? So, if you pick your twin, you get the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. This is the source, guys. This is, it has a double meaning in this deck. Okay, source. We all know what source is. It's, God. It's going back to the original creative source that created everything. It's also, of course, passion. Passion, and it's a passionate new beginning. It's a very, it's something that burns really, really bright potential. Fiery, okay? Kundalini energy. Could be sexual energy. Could be a lot of things, okay? But this is really good energy. It's Ace of Wands. This is what you would experience, the kind of energy you would experience with your twin. Okay? This is the kind of energy you would experience if you pick your soulmate. And we have the Eight of Wands, which is traveling. Okay? In this deck, it has a double meaning. The Eight of Wands is fast forward movement. It's also clear communication, fast communication, could be Cupid's arrows, all those things in the standard deck. But in this deck, it literally is like going on trips and traveling and like I'm hearing an off the beaten path. Like this person would be adventurous and spontaneous, and if you chose the soulmate, you'd be off on an adventure, traveling off the beaten path. It's experience. Same as if you, no matter what you pick. So, passion, new beginning, Kundalini, sexual energy. This is also Wands, could be sexual Kundalini energy. You got that big old bright sun in the background there. More fiery energy. This is like serendipity, is what I'm hearing. It's traveling, having fun, off the beaten path. Like if this person were to take you on vacation, you wouldn't be going sightseeing at any place where there's like a bunch of other people sightseeing. This person would take you off on the unbeaten path, the path less traveled. Spontaneously. Just like, oh, wow, let's walk over here and check this out. It's nice energy. I like both of them. All right, so if you pick the twin, you get the Grail Fairy. There's that Ace of Cups, guys. Look at, yeah, yeah. That's the one, right? But the one isn't always ready for us, so we'll have to see what it plays out. Fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. And I'm going to look it up. 25. The Grail Fairy. You have felt as though your life has not been flowing, and a sense of being stuck has pervaded your days. No longer, sweet one, for as you see, this beautiful fairy is bathing in the pool of the moon and holding up her magical chalice of life to collect the enchanted waters, which will soon be raining down upon you, blessing you with their cleansing and powerful healing properties. With this water, she will bless not only you with the unfurling of dreams and your wish fulfillment, but she will also bless the women who wish to bring forth their babies and the crops, so they will drive their way through the earth to the light. She will sprinkle them on what seems to be dead and dry and beyond life. Wow, my nose is stuffed. I burnt that stupid stuff and now I can't breathe. Let's back that up a little, okay? Says, this beautiful fairy is bathing in the pool of the moonlight and holding up her magical chalice of life to collect the enchanted waters, which will soon be raining on you, blessing you with their cleansing and powerful healing properties. With this water, she will bless not only you with the unfurling of dreams and wishes, but she will also bless the women who wish to bring forth their babes and the crops, so they will drive their way through the earth to the light. She will sprinkle them on what seems to be dead and dry and beyond life, and renew the dormant life force within them. She knows that as she does this, she honors the returning of the wheel of life and the cycles through which we all move. Maiden, mother, and crone are all sacred, and all have their time. But when we see this fairy, we know that we are still in the time when our own waters will flow and our own cycles will renew again. The chalice will preserve and store the life-giving waters, but those who she blesses with this will bring forth creative ideas, babies, artwork, dreams, loving partnerships to be cleansed and renewed. The mothering energy of this beautiful fairy is echoed in the shape of the moon. She's waxing in the sign of the mother and is able to hold, receive, grow, and allow in love, fertility, energy, and the life force itself. You are now ready to take up your chalice, turn it to capture the flow of life, and then drink from it fearlessly and fully. Divinatory meaning. Womb, able to bring forth and nurture new life. The feminine sacred magic of bringing forth prosperity or babies. Flow of feminine energy and moon cycles. I'm hearing divine feminine is what I'm hearing. Blossoming, birth, serenity, female beauty, the taking of sacred waters, the first and second phases of the triple goddess, maiden and mother. Every birth is a new life and a new chance. She is the princess of nature, mother as sacred, experience and the wisdom of our senses, coming back into the wonder and knowledge of your sacred body, merging of cells to create something new. Acceptance and delight and love of emotion, new life. Flow after stasis. Waters of fertility allow healing tears to flow. Red and white springs at Avalon, Lords, sacred wells, rivers, ponds, and bodies of water are being watched over by the Fae and will assist you in becoming fertile, both literally and metaphorically, again. Okay, so that was a lot of freaking reading, but you know what I got from that? It's almost like the death card. I'm hearing death and resurrection. Breathing new life, fertility, co-creating. And it's all under that big fat moon, which we've had a bunch of lately. Okay? So I don't know if I'm going to read this whole thing, but I'm going to take a look at it and try and sum it up for you. So if you choose if you choose the masculine, I'm hearing that in the past, if there were bad things, all that gets washed away for renewal with this Grail Fairy. And this one is Gossamer Princess. Communication, relationship, work to be done. So, if you pick the Soulmate, Gossamer Princess, let's take a... Oh, look at that. I opened right up to it like it was nothing. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing, just the divinatory meaning. Because it is communication between yourself and others at the heart of this card, you may be experiencing communication difficulties. You know, he did have that 8 of Wands. That's communication. So the 8 of Wands could possibly mean that there's a communication barrier between you and this soulmate. You might have a hard time communicating or understanding each other. You may be experiencing communication difficulties. Your phones may be down, the web may be playing up, your email or other sources of technology may need some repair work. Relationships might be fraught with trivial misunderstandings, leading to fallouts that are unworthy of both parties. Consider spending time with people you have not seen for some time, and know that whatever you decided is worth spending just a little time to assess the relationship's meaning to you. Connect with others to feel less isolated. Share your creations and your thoughts and feelings. The need to talk through issues affecting yourself and others. See, I'm hearing healing. The need to talk through issues affecting yourself and others. Sharing your truth with respect. Waiting for another to make the first move in communication. The web of family, of life, between friends and species, interrelationships. There is always the possibility to recreate the web. Endings and gentle separations. End of one part of life, changing from one stage to another. Coming into the initiation stage. Okay, so this is just feeling to me like... at first, it sounded like communication block, but I'm hearing, this is what Spirit's saying to me. And I know sometimes what Spirit says and what the card book says are two different things. But I'm hearing that if you choose the soulmate, it's going to be a time of healing. The soulmate, I'm hearing the soulmate is not who you're meant to spend the rest of this lifetime with. But should you choose a soulmate while you're waiting on your masculine, I think it's going to be very, very beautiful and healing. And you're going to travel and you're going to do things and you're going to be good friends. I'm hearing great friends, friends with benefits, like friends and lovers. Matter of fact, I'm hearing a song, Friends and Lovers. It's an old one. I can almost get it in my head. Used to be on my mom's soap operas. So I'll be your friend, and I'll be your lover, 'cause I know in our hearts we agree. We don't have to be one or the other. Oh, no, we can be both to each other. All right, so friends and lovers is what I'm hearing, okay? That's what I'm hearing with this. And it's all about communication. And look at all the butterflies. It's transformation. So this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that, yes, you have free will. Yes, you can choose a soulmate. But I'm not sure how long. I don't know if it'll be the rest of this life. But let's see. Let's go on. All right. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Wow. The highest energy of all is love. That's on the twin side. It is safe for you to love. All right. On the soulmate side. Ooh. Yeah. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Look at that makeout session. Woo! Looks like fun. Where do I get one? All right. Whew. So, well, I really feel like it's going to be great no matter. If you pick your twin, there's always going to be conflict. Always. If you're looking for a reading that doesn't have any swords or any conflict in it, probably won't happen. Because even when you're in blissful union, you trigger each other. You don't quit growing. You don't quit expanding in union. So there's always going to be challenges in either or. But I'm feeling this is more of like a tryst, like fun. Like you go do things together and you cook together and you laugh together and you watch movies together. But you don't have the passion that you have. This is Kundalini energy, and I don't know, most of you I would say have met your masculine. And if you have, you know that feeling. You know that feeling. You get around them, your mouth goes dry, your knees go weak, you feel shaky all over. You can't form sentences that make any damn sense, and you always look the fool. But the good side of that is they do too, because they're feeling everything you are. But sex with your twin is fabulous. Probably no other sex like it. TMI, Tracy, TMI. All right, let's move on. If you choose your twin, you get the love is the reason. Each person in your life is there for a reason. And that reason always has something to do with love. Love like me, the universe. So, you know, that almost sounds like the universe is telling you. Really doesn't matter who you pick. Because it's all you. It's all you. You know, it's like, what do you want? What do you want? You're manifesting this. You manifest this. If the person that wants to hook up with you is a really good manifester, they might be manifesting you like you're manifesting them. But it's like each person in your life is there for a reason. So that you can't go wrong. If you choose one and it was the wrong time or the wrong person, it will eventually work itself out. You might have to go along that wheel of fortune. You might have to drop the karma again. It might be another cycle of learning. I'm just hearing it's going to be like there is no serendipity. Although it feels like serendipity. It's all divinely, you know, don't mind the hand behind the curtain. Divine is here. Okay, so if you pick the soulmate, that those you love you. See, that's what love is all about. Unless it's codependence, that's different. But if it's true, heartfelt, unconditional love, if you extend it to somebody else, it's going to come right back to you because it's unconditional love. So to be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. Yeah, I'm hearing if you pick this soulmate, you're going to totally be able to be yourself around them. This almost feels like best friends that just bump and grind on each other. It's terrible. I'm sorry, but that's what it sounds like in my head. So if you pick your twin, we get mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to suddenly appear. Ooh, yeah, mystique. I like mystique. If you pick your soulmate, you get Adriana. I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps that I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So ask your guides, ask your angels. They will tell you, they will show you, they will guide you in which way you need to go for the time being. Okay, so ask. Is this the one? Is this the one? Should I be here? Should I be there? Ask. Seek guidance and then trust your inner knowing. All right, so the twin, here we go. Look at this cool picture. This woman is holding a baby. And the baby is a skeleton. It's like dead. Dead. All right, before I even read this, and it does have words on the back, but before I read it, Spirit is telling me This is all, you've got two cards in here that's like judgment. It's the death and the resurrection of something that once was very fertile, something that once had a lot of potential. And it didn't come to fruition. It's like you carried the baby to almost full term and then lost its life right at the end. But I have a feeling, because it is the twin, that that baby can be resurrected, and that potential and that co-creation that the two of you did together isn't dead forever. That's what I'm picking up spiritually, but I'm going to read it. Okay. Rising sun. A dark phase and struggle is now over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is one through boldness and persistence. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is reborn. So yeah, death and resurrection, okay? The divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. And you are solar children. If you are twin flames, you're light workers. You're star, you're not from Earth. Well, maybe you are, but you know what I mean. You are the bringer of the light. One of 144,000. All right, so if you pick your soulmate, can you see that? I know this is called the Dark Healing Chamber. The Dark Healing Chamber. And I told you earlier, I was getting a sense of healing. Like if you pick a soulmate, it's going to be so healing for you, especially if your masculine is still healing. So why not? You're an adult. The Dark Healing Chamber. The most challenging task is to take courage in both hands and journey within to meet our own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. The sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, is to push us to venture inwards to seek and heal the darkness within. So a soulmate is going to probably also be a catalyst, a pusher of fates, okay? It's Source's way, it's the Creator's way of healing you. And that can take on many forms. Sometimes it can be a good healing. Sometimes it can be a dark, deep, icky healing, But a healing is a healing. Whether it's difficult to go through or if it's easy to go through, it's still a healing. And this is what I'm hearing in my head. For those of you who really, really have done your work and you've forgiven your twin, then you should be able to move forward into union. Because when you do your work, they do their work. And if you're still waiting and waiting and waiting, then there's still something within you that you haven't recognized or purged. So if that's the case and that's what's keeping you out of union with your twin, then a soulmate might be exactly what you need to push you into purging that last little brokenness. So if abandonment is your issue and you choose a soulmate, you might fall in love with the soulmate, have a great time, and then get abandoned. Because why? Because that's the purge you didn't do. Or if it has to do with control issues, then you might find this beautiful soulmate, fall in love. Because there's always the honeymoon, there's always that good, the calm before the storm, or you wouldn't stick around for the lesson. There's got to be the romantic, the crazy stuff in the beginning, or you wouldn't stick around for it. So everything will be beautiful and wonderful in the beginning, and then they'll trigger you in whatever area you need to be triggered in. And if it's unconditional love, it could work out beautifully too. You could learn to love yourself unconditionally and then receive love from them unconditionally until the masculine comes back around, and then you get to choose if you want to take that route or if you could just stay with the person that you fell in love with. So I guess the spread, I'm hearing that either way, you're going to get to the end. So it's kind of torn. Look, we did the whole spread and we still don't know. You'll know. There are some of you that already know. You already know what you're going to do and what you're willing to do. Look what, I'm just fuzzing my hair out everywhere, playing with it. But you'll know what to do. You will know what to do. Okay? If it's time to, you'll know by the way the masculine comes at you. If he comes at you healed and whole and apologizes, and you apologize, because it's not just him that needs to apologize. When you guys get everything sorted out, talked out, worked through, you'll know if it's time to pick the masculine twin, or if it's time to take a break and enjoy life with a soulmate that can make you happy for a while. So you guys have to choose, and you'll know. I'm hearing that you will know. But I wanted to do this spread for you so that you could see, because we didn't know until we did the spread. We didn't know. It could have been like way off balance. It could have been, oh, you know, the masculine isn't even close to coming to resurrection. And, you know, so I had to do the spread for you. Now you have it. You get to choose. And you know what I like about it? Even though we just wasted 26 minutes doing it, now we know. Now we know that both prospects have a lot of promise. And they're both divinely guided. So if you'll know. That's all I'm hearing in my head is you'll know. You'll know if it's time, and if it's not, you'll know, because you will get this second soulmate, this beautiful, beautiful option. You manifest a beautiful option. So you don't have to be alone, and that's beautiful. And now we know. So I hope you guys liked the reading. I know it was a little goofy, but I feel better. I don't know about you guys, but I feel better knowing, you know, that the balance is almost there, so you really can't go wrong no matter who you choose. But it could have worked out very differently. So I hope you guys like it. I hope it gives you a little bit of insight. If you have to, rewind it, watch it again, look at the options. What resonates with you? Where do you feel like you and your masculine twin are jiving? And then if you've met, or if you're manifesting a second option, know that they're a beautiful person. I mean, there's not a single bad card in there. I mean, it looks to me like a very healing, nurturing, friendly, friends with benefits, and I'm just hearing fun, laughter, flirting. It's like bolstering you, giving you it's like, I'm hearing, teaching you how to be in the physical again. Because for a lot of feminines, the 5D has been where we've been kind of living, because the masculine hasn't showed up in the 3D for most of us. Or barely. All right, so I love you guys. You'll have to tell me if you like this reading, and click the like button if you like it. If you don't like it, we won't do this again. I just was curious. I was curious because I kept hearing Spirit tell me some people have a beautiful, beautiful parting in the road, like a choice. You know, you could go path A, path B. Not that path B is any less than path A or vice versa. It's just we had a choice. So now you know what it might look like in that choice. Okay? So go back and take a look at it, and hopefully that helps you make up your mind. I love you. We will see you later.